Disclaimer: all videos uploaded by HATSPAT System belong to HATSPAT System. All content comes from HATSPAT System. Do not download our videos for any reason and or purpose by anyone who is not HATSPAT System. Copyright HATSPAT System 2020. Any illegal reproduction of this content will result in immediate legal action. If you would like to download or use our videos for your content, please email us at hatspatsystem@gmail.com first for permission. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, we are HATSPAT System. So, let's see. Yes, we twisted our hair into these little twisty things so that hopefully they would be a bit more curly. So now we're just gonna kind of comb our fingers through it as we talk about this thing. So, we in our system have, it's like a category that when alters are awakening, they will show themselves through tarot and other kind of things that we see like around a lot more than we would normally. So when altars are awakening, they go through this thing and they tell us that they are ACE. So when we have an altar awakening that says that they're ACE, we know it's a category and like a title that they use that when they go in through their system because they don't know who they are or what their purpose or role or whatever trauma that they hold in the system. They go through ACE. It's not one particular altar, it's just this part or this title category name that they give themselves as they're awakening. And so ACE, someone said that they were ACE, like when, anyway, just, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, because I think I'm getting triggered. Because, yeah, so when we first discovered ACE, I think it was the very first time that we were told by other altars that we were going to experience dissociation. Like basically how we described dissociation before we realized what it was and what we were doing of switching in between altars and parts. They had explained for this first time, you're going to experience remembering what you forget and forget what you remember, like those two things at the same time. And like, okay, why are we going way off topic here? Anyway, they're telling me that I need to kind of say this, but it's triggering because this was like the first time that a lot of stuff happened. I'm pretty sure we made a whole old video on it that I'll have to search through and find the link to the proper video. But so before we went into this place, they were like, hook this on your belt here, put this in your pocket here, put this in your bag here, you know, put these different stuff like on your body, because as soon as you walk through that door, you're gonna fucking forget everything. You're not gonna know who you are. You're not gonna know where you put anything. You're not gonna know letters, colors, like you know nothing, like you're a baby. And we are going to talk and remember what we forgot as soon as we walked in the door. Remember as it goes and as the night happens, basically. And anyway, we ended up in the hospital, like, by ambulance to the emergency room. Oh my gosh, see, I can't even talk right. So, yeah, it was our first time experiencing all that. We didn't go into the hospital as far as like a mental stay, but excuse me, it was our first time to like experience all this, ride in the ambulance to the emergency room because basically we were having a mental breakdown. But anyway, and when we got to the emergency room, we went by ACE. Like somebody just said ACE. And they were like, ACE, like an ACE card, like ACE. And I was like, yeah. And this is coming to remember as I'm talking about it, they were like, one of the commercials that we have down here where we live is ACE is the place of the helpful hardware store. And we like sang that song, which now is thank you, Talon the Tourette's man. He likes to do like he remembers like quotes like that, like movie quotes will come up or like song quotes or like he'll be like insert artist here whenever we're talking about something and we end up saying the same lyric as this thing. We know that that's Talon around. And when we did that, that doctor kind of laughed. And so we remembered who he was either by we asked him what his name was or somebody read it on the tag. And like we only talked to him for the rest of the night. And because he was almost like sarcastic and comical with it, which makes sense to us now why we are remembering and registering that and only him. Because Riker, our protector, was apparently the one leading the show. Yeah. So, yeah, because that was me. I'm very like sarcastic and I can like take anything and like I'm the protector of the system. So I came out that night and was like, yeah, you got to put this in because baby, we're experiencing this tonight. Like, yes. So ACE, went by ACE, and ACE is also from we also got it and like it and picked up on it from Gilmore Girls. I think in like the fourth season or whenever she is with is his name? Who's the boyfriend that calls her Ace? He's blonde headed. He's like short, same height as her. What is his name? Is it Logan? Am I getting that right? I would have to think super hard on his name if it's not Logan. I gotta go think super hard, which will probably pop up later in me talking. Ace, yeah, because he called her Ace, and we thought that it was just a cute little nickname because it has nothing to do with her name or anything. Rory in Gilmore Girls. And yes, so this is why we're freaking out about it. Okay, because throughout the years, since like we went by ACE in that very first time ambulance ride to the emergency room, ACE. Yeah, since then, anytime a new altar has awakened, they have brought up ACE. Either we'll see it everywhere, we'll like hear it in the headspace brain, we'll be thinking about it, like ACE, and then it'll also come up in our tarot, like, and then after that altar or even a stem, a subsystem perhaps, has like basically awakened enough to now be in the hosting center and be a red, their category would be red, meaning hosting center. They're able to front and go back and, but basically they're now in the front headspace. Anyway, other videos, another video. ACE. Ace. Ace, Ace, Ace. Yeah, so Ace will only show up in tarot like for a little while, like when they're awakening. And now we have that again. We have another altar who's been bringing up Ace. We've seen it when we're driving, or well, we don't drive, but when we're riding around town. We'll see like different ACE things, or oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And then like it's been popping up in our tarot a little bit, and we've been watching some Okay, the two people that we've been watching is the CTAD clinic, Dr. Mike Lloyd, about different dissociation stuff. See, I can't even talk right now. I'm getting so. And then Dr. Sill, who's like from Australia or something. We've been watching him. We'll try to find like their channels and link them stuff. Remember to do that. And it was Dr. Sill. I remember because it was funny, like his Instagram something is windowsill, and that's so funny. So he had been saying, like, in these a few videos that we were watching, ACE adverse childhood experiences, and like somebody heard it, but like in the background they heard it, but like in the front we're just like watching this cool video, and we're just like, oh, adverse childhood experience is another way to say like trauma or something, and cool, it's ACE. And we didn't think about ACE showing up being an altar awakening, even though it's been happening, but they were getting it, not us up here in the front. Like it didn't even register. And then he's saying that ACE, okay, this is where we're all getting to, stands for adverse childhood experiences. So, like in other words, you had some trauma in your life. This is what I'm telling y'all. When we say that we know what we don't know, and that like alters know more than us, meaning the ones in the back know more than what we actually are able to front, because us fronting have to deal with all the bullshit of life. We have to wake up, we gotta brush our teeth, we gotta wash our face, we gotta, I mean, we love our dog, but we gotta go walk our dog, which is why we have him, so it will make us get out of bed and go walk our dog. Okay, I gotta turn on my lights for this because I'm just freak here, blink. Yeah, because I'm freaking out. So we have a category whenever an altar is just awakening, or they've been dormant for so long that they are now reawakening. Okay, and yeah, we have this category, and I know different categories because they don't stick around in that area forever. Like there's not an altar that is forever ACE. No, ACE is its own altar that is a category, because again, we are polyfragmented. We have subsystems, and we have altars that have altars. We have subsystems that have subsystems that have subsystems. Okay, ACE. We just realized. No, my dog started to bark. So we just realized that ACE, that our brain, our system has come up with, and I'm going down here because it's that in the subconscious, like, Freudian's whatever iceberg thing that he has, like above the water is what is your brain, basically like the top and the front, and that, deals with the world. And then you have your subconscious, which is below the water that nobody can see. It's still there. But anyway, yeah, let's keep going. So, because ACE, Dr. Mavis, our doctor, our psychiatrist in the brain, is Dr. Mavis. Her cottage is for the awakened, active altars. Her castle is for dormant, asleep altars. So that means that Dr. Mavis, the brain, I don't know where we have heard the term ACE being adverse childhood experience. Don't know where we would have heard that for the brain to even remotely pick up on it somewhere. I just think that Dr. Mavis literally is a doctor and just knows all of this stuff. And then I'm thinking, and some people out there might be thinking, but that's your brain, Zyla, the host, and the other main 5 hosts. That's just your brain. Somewhere you have heard it before, and that's why Dr. Mavis has picked up on it. Yeah, okay, I can see that, but there's no way. that we have ever heard this somewhere. It does not ring in the bells. There's no bells for it to ring. That would make sense that we have heard this in the past. So watching these videos and realizing that ACE stands for Adverse Childhood Experience, or whoever just came up with the name was like, it's an adverse childhood experience, and then somebody else in that room was like, oh, it's ACE for short. Cool. Just like we've talked about it before, we knew we had DID before we even knew what DID was. Now that one we can kind of explain a little bit, but still, for those of us present up here in the front who have to deal with lives that don't think about any of that back here, ever, have heard of dissociative identity disorder, called DID, which means did. It spells did. So we did it. We did the damn thing. You did it. And I was like, we did it? Yay, we did it. Wait, who's we? Wait, I'm not supposed to be saying we. I'm supposed to be saying I. And that was our big major mental breakdown, which in the past videos I'm sure we have talked about. Go watch it. We've mentioned probably several times before, like we always do. But yeah. So that's just been, tripping us out. Awesome. Awesome. But if somebody else out there can explain how that works, well, I mean, thank you, Wally Basim. Yeah, I know it's y'all and it's the altars. I know. That's why I love y'all. Yeah, so fun stuff. All right, guess that's it for now. Hats out. Later.